Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you use, now you mentioned, I'm not, you're kind of flipping the coin here. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney. I'm a financial attorney. So what do you do with the real estate to kind of, change up their situations to change their perspective of what you can do for them?
Oh, absolutely. I'll explain. So, part of my practice is real estate. And what that means is people generally put that together with credit. So, a lot of clients come to see me and they're in a situation where they would really like to buy a home. And that is another half of a business that I own called Imperial Abstract. It's a title and real estate transfer company and title insurance. But one of the things is, people that generally call me are calling because they're having trouble buying the home, right?
Mm.
Somebody that calls a realtor and says, I want to buy a house, calls a bank and says, I'd like a loan for a house. And if the answers are yes, 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 they don't come here. Right. So I end up meeting with the people who called the bank, and the bank said, well, not yet. You've got to deal with a couple of these credit issues. So that's how that all works together. So it's not always bankruptcy. Sometimes people have debt utilization ratios that are a little too high. A lot of folks think, well, I pay my bills on time every month for the last 15 years. I must have good credit, but they never sit down and actually take a look at their credit score until they go to buy a house. And then the mortgage company might say, well, you need to pay down these credit cards. The way to have great credit is, yes, to use your cards and pay them off every month, but there's something called utilization ratio that a lot of people don't know about. Utilization ratio is the balance between the available credit on your card and how much of it you're actually using.
Okay.
And to have great credit, you have to use less than 30% of what they offer you. So if you have a $10,000 limit on your card, not only do you want to pay it off frequently, but you really don't ever want to carry a balance over $3,000. And it's kind of counterintuitive to what we hear. They think, well, I borrowed $8,000 and I pay it every month, so that means that I have good credit. No, that means you're a high credit risk because you have to use 80% of what they've offered you on a regular basis. Nobody wants to give you any more. You have to
Right.
prove that you don't need it, right? The way to get loans is to not need them. If you don't need a loan, banks will give them to you all day long. When you need a loan, that's when they give you a problem
Right.
about
They have
giving you a loan.
saturated credit, not good credit.
Correct. So there's just more to it than paying on time.
Right.